Okay then, Helldivers, we are back and we have got loads to go over today. As this is a bit of a late one, we've just successfully completed our latest major order as we move into the next one, hopefully coming soon. With Liberty Day tomorrow, I'm definitely intrigued to know exactly what that will be. We've also got an update to the Helldivers 2 known issues list. We've seen a bit of a really random bug happening on Helldivers right now with regards to a piece of armor that we're not too sure if it's old or new. And we have also got a comment coming from Yusuf Khatib with regards to the Illuminate and their colonization. We've got a lot to go over. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out our amazing sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with an effective and healthy energy drink option. And we've just dropped a brand new set for you guys as well. If you want to get your hands on it, it's code CloudPlays at checkout. Links in the description. And if you want to get involved with that giveaway, very, very simple. Head down into the comment section and just put a simple salute, an 07 or an 01, and it'll enter you in. Liberty Day's just around the corner. It's time to get democratic, baby. Next up, we have got to take a look, though. Let's see what's happening right now in Helldivers 2. So starting off, we've got the success message coming in from our latest major order, which states right here that the Helldivers have liberated Errata Prime and Estanu, establishing a security buffer around Hellmire. Now, Gloombase Alpha will be better protected as it provides a critical support to the impending offensive on the Terminid Hive world. Much has been accomplished since the initial expedition into Oceune. Thanks to the Helldivers, the Democracy Space Station is equipped to endure prolonged gloom exposure, and Gloombase Alpha on Hellmire stands ready to provide significant logistical support. Now, the strategic conditions to liberate Oceune are finally set. With great valor and sacrifice, the Terminid Hive world will at last be freed. Now, is that where it's going to lead into next? We'll have to wait and see, but I am extremely excited to get deeper and deeper into the gloom. Right now, we have literally just ventured one planet in, and I don't know about you, but that whole sector is driving me crazy. Having to consistently dive on the Mirren sector is doing my head in. So if we can move in a little bit further, it would be actually really, really thankful for that one. But we're going to take a look at the Galactic War Table for those of you guys who want to dive outside of the MO. So taking a look at the Galactic War Table right now, everything is pretty damn quiet other than this one planet here on the Andromeda sector, which is Charbel. That's right, Charbel is currently under attack with a level 12 defense for the next 18.5 hours. So make sure that you head on over. Bots have been a little bit fun just recently, so it's definitely worth the lookout. We've got 17,000 people over there right now, and we thought that there could have been some level of a gambit with a low 0.6 resistance, but appears that people just wanted to go straight in for Charbel and get in there with that abomination that are the automatons. Other than that, though, no real attacks or threats happening on the rest of the map right now. Pretty much just dive where you want to. I think that we should be good for maybe the next day or two, depending on what Liberty Day has in store. It may well be a 24-hour rest period so that we can all celebrate the one day of the year that we're actually allowed to. I don't know, though. We'll have to wait and see exactly how that one plays out. Moving on from that, though, we do have an update to the Helldivers 2 known issues list. It was updated 21 hours ago. Now, the list has obviously changed significantly as it wasn't altered for around a month. But what we can see is one of the new ones that we can see on here is that the terrain deformation does not work on PlayStation 5. Now, I'd love to know exactly what that means. Deformation in what way? I have no idea. If any of you guys do understand this sort of developer gobbledygook, then let me know via the comment section below. But a bit more detail on this would have been absolutely lovely. Maybe there's a bit of an issue with the terrain on PlayStation 5. I myself have not personally seen it, but you guys may have. So yeah, at least you know that it's a known issue at this point. What I do find a little wild, though, is that on this, there's no talk of any hard locks or anything like that, even though they stated last time that it only gets updated during a patch update. The hard locks are pretty renowned for being a known issue by now, and you'd have thought that those sorts of problems would have been on there. A cool bit of information coming from our enemy designer, Mr. Yusuf Khatib, and he states that there is some moves with the gazers. Now, if you don't know what the gazers are, they are on the Illuminate. They are the laser turrets, the big eyeballs that you will see in mega cities. Now, there's been an interesting venture of story in this one, which is a bit of a read between the line moment. So make sure that you kind of like take this with a pinch of salt. But somebody asked, do the gazers only spawn on megacities now? Is that a bug? And Yusuf says, not really. Illuminates have not colonized the wild yet. Now, that for me is absolutely terrifying, as that one word of yet means to me that the story for the Illuminate could be ramping up at some stage. Now, if that's going to be soon or not, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm definitely excited to see how it is that they colonize as they move out into the wild further. We've got a really bit of a weird one here, and this is a question to you guys, as I absolutely love using this helmet, although have never actually noticed it. But when you actually go to put it on inside of your armory, the eyes glow red. Now, when you actually wear it and wander around your ship, the eyes do no longer glow red. It's a bit of a weird one for me, but it's kind of got a weird yellow tinge to it. I feel like it takes away from what it was that was supposed to do. Has it always been like that? Am I just having a tripped out moment? Let me know via the comments. And finally, before we get into the top comments, this one right here was absolutely huge because this one went straight under the radar. But we now actually have water physics. Now, when I was playing the game yesterday, this one really threw me. I thought that it was something that was always there, although my head never obviously associated it. But water physics now is a thing. And yes, it looks very, very strange because it's a little bit out of the ordinary, but I do absolutely enjoy that, and I'm glad that they've finally done it. It definitely took away from the immersion not having the water physics, but they're there now, so yeah, go and enjoy them. I'm sure they were there at some point though. Am I tripping? Because I feel like they've been there at some stage. Nonetheless, we're going to take a look at your top comments, as you guys had a lot to say in the previous video. We went over the addressing of hard locks by the developers, the more patches that they had to talk about, and also the stealth nerf that by now a lot of you guys will be aware of. It's been an absolute nightmare talking about these stealth nerfs just recently. Everyone's really addressed them, and I think that Thick Fillet and Lieutenant Buzz Lightyear, and primarily that I have seen, have really pushed out some really big narratives in terms of what it is that is actually the problem with a lot of these things. Bit of a wild sourcing, that's for sure, but hopefully that's not what they were aiming to do, although we both know that they probably were. Nonetheless, let's take a look at the top comments right here coming from you guys. This first one coming from Ghostly SWAT states, "It is kind of funny that we get more communication from the CEO than the community manager, whose whole job is talking to us." Now, I actually went through the 52 comments that were attached to this, and majority of you guys as a community are genuinely a lot happier with the CEO communicating with you than having either of the community managers actually talking to you. What's really weird is I'd love to understand why and what the idea of that one is, because realistically, you shouldn't really want your community managers to not talk to you. So I'm really intrigued as to what's going on there. But a lot of people are also saying that it's pretty obvious as to the reason why. When the game goes straight into the dumps, it's pretty much like the big boss coming out to make sure that everybody knows that they're aware, and it essentially pushes out a larger message. Me, myself, I think that they were just panicking for a while there. So yeah, Shams came out, and I'm actually kind of glad. Nonetheless, this next comment right here coming from Repent Volvi. Sorry if I butchered your name there, dude. But it states, "Clean install and patch applied. 4 hours in Terminids, smooth gameplay and no sign of glitches, freezes, and no hard crashes. 3 hours of the automatons. City map, 4 war striders, grenaders launched, mines exploded, sound glitch, brief frame stutter and rubber band, leveled out very quickly. Overall, a positive start to a long line of patches that fixes that are needed." Now, yeah, it does appear that the bots right now are probably the biggest problem with regards to the overall performance in the game right now. The Illuminates don't seem to be too bad, and the bugs performance is actually pretty damn good, although I'm sure that they jumped up that spawn rate, because my lord, I definitely don't feel like it was like this prior. Nonetheless, this next one right here is coming from Lilith again, managing to feature in yet another video, stating, "We didn't touch the coyote. Liar, liar, pants on fire." Yeah, it definitely is one of those sub-formation ones where, yeah, they didn't touch the coyote specifically, but the attribute that the coyote actually utilizes, aka fire, it has been hammered down on a little bit with regards to certain enemy types. I don't actually know. I've not used the coyote for it, as I'm currently leveling my new favorite weapon, which is the Punisher Plasma. My lord, I am in love with this thing right now. But yeah, let me know if you guys are feeling a bit of a difference on the coyote thanks to the fire nerf that was applied on certain enemies. Unfortunately, though, that's all we got time for today. If you haven't already, make sure you're smashing that like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. I appreciate all of your faces, guys. And as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.